Okay, cool. It say I'm live. Um, just bear with me on this episode, y'all. Um, I'm trying out a few things, just with my StreamYard and just different things. I'm just trying to incorporate and stuff like that. So just give me 1 second. And I'll be right back with you. All right, my apologies. Yeah, just like I said, I'm trying out a few things. Um, just actually happy. I had a little time to try to get back to it. Perfect timing. Just big news today. Big news. With the new head coach. And well, before I even get to that, let me start by saying the rookie year was, in my mind, was pretty successful. I was able to kind of voice my opinions, try to formulate some type of schedule. I was late on a lot of stuff. I apologize. I got to get better, hopefully, with timing and a lot of other things. Hopefully this music ain't too. I'm just trying different little stuff that they got on here. I'm gonna cut it down just a little bit, but just trying different things on here. Yeah, yeah. This rookie year was kind of, like I said. I think it was successful. Just on my behalf. I'm just, I wasn't concerned about none of the numbers and none of that stuff, man. I was just more concerned about voicing my opinion, giving real, honest facts about the team, where we at, where we stand, and just what I see. So I was happy about that. I didn't, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was so excited, and that's terrible that I was actually excited about this, but I was just happy for it to be over with. Just like a lot of other fans can probably attest to that. Just kind of glad it was all over. Just definitely didn't see this type of year coming. You know, I had I had no idea it was gonna be this bad. I didn't expect to have no number one seed or really, do nothing crazy this year. I was thinking, it'd be a kind of topsy turvy year, but something that we would overcome and still find a way to get a playoff spot, maybe 6, 7 seed. That's kind of what I really saw, but obviously that wasn't in the works. I made multiple videos on, different things and, covered different games, post games and all that stuff. So I was happy about that. Pre games, I did, a lot of in-depth breakdowns on different things, different players and schemes and stuff, but it's kind of time that I get back to y'all and give my honest opinions on some things now. This may be a longer video, to be honest, because I really do kind of need to, just really just voice my opinion on quite a few things. And since the last time um that I spoke, um, we fired the coach, fired the GM, which those things are not shockers, or we kind of seen the writing on the wall a little bit with those things. It's crazy, how this season turned out. And before I even really get to it, man, because I know I'm gonna be on it for a while, I'm trying to, preface things in the right way, and before I even say why those things happen and why we at where we at, and my honest opinion on it, I just feel like, hey man, if you're not getting the job done, you're not safe, so I, I need to say this by saying, those are grown men, they got compensated for the job they did. So, it's not like a boo-hoo for them, or feel bad story for, for people who lost their employment with the team. Um, but I'd be remiss, man, if I didn't say that, man. Honestly, I feel like Trevor done got everybody fired. I'm just gonna throw it out there. There's no point in dodging and dancing around that, because I honestly feel like that's one of the main concerns that's gonna be brought up. Like, it's crazy that, yeah, we got a new head coach, but you can't even really speak on this new head coach without attaching them to Trevor Lawrence. The fact that literally when they just broke the news hours ago, they got Pete on the CBS stuff talking about, it's good, for Trevor that this dude is coming, and it's just, they literally can't even introduce this man without linking him to making Trevor better. It's like, as a fan base, where are we at right now? What is our ultimate goal? What is, I mean, I know what our ultimate goal should be, and what we all say it is, but with the moves and how we doing things, it's really just another move to almost try to baby or pacify Trevor Lawrence, and this, I mean, I guess it's good that we hired an offensive guy, but I could have sworn, Doug Peterson was an offensive guy and Urban Meyer was an offensive guy. And I don't even want to get started on Urban, because I actually like Urban. I'm a Florida Gators fan, so you can't tell me Urban ain't a good coach. Like, I just don't want to hear that. Now maybe he made some bad judgment calls and personal things that he did, which probably didn't help his case, but I just get the feeling, man, that, to be honest, we wouldn't even be in this predicament that we at in this very hour if we could have got some real generational play out of our quarterback. Just like right now, you see Washington is in the NFC Championship game with a rookie quarterback. I watched Dak Prescott win 13 games his rookie year. We just watched CJ Stroud win the division his rookie year, our division at that, the one we supposed to be running. Like, I don't get it, and I just think back to and the only reason I'm speaking on this is because I've literally watched this happen too many times to even give him an excuse his rookie year. I kind of did at the moment, but now after year 4 or 5 and having to hear the same stuff about bringing somebody in to fix Trevor or to, bring Trevor's potential out, man, this is year 5, year 6, man. We didn't pay him a quarter, I don't, 270, we didn't pay them. Oh my God, just even thinking about that, but just come on, man. Like, where we at right now is it's like bittersweet, like, yeah, we got a new head coach and we should be, I don't know, I'm guessing we should be ecstatic or happy, but if we really think about it, what's our true feelings right now? Because I don't know how the rest of the fan base is feeling, but me personally, it's like I could care less. I could care less who the coach is right now. We have no idea who the general manager about to be. And to be honest, a lot of people might disagree with me on this, but I feel like we probably should have just kept Trent Baalke. Honestly, I feel like, especially in the first round, Trent got a good track record or had one, maybe besides the Trevor pick, but that, y'all would have killed him, if he didn't pick Trevor, number one. Same thing, y'all, I mean, I don't know, we probably still hear this stuff about Trayvon, even though he's literally proven himself, that he's not a bad player, so, I don't know, but, who knows who our next GM is finna be, what we about to do in the draft, it's anybody's guess. But, it just, I almost wanted to call this, I didn't know whether I wanted to title it State of the Franchise or State of the Team, or, I don't know. I just put Real Talk because I knew, this probably was going to be one of those videos, where, it's a freestyle video. I'm just coming off the top of my head with, just honest opinion, and where we at. And, it's crazy that, we getting breaking news late night, about this coach, and even the whole situation about the coach it's literally crazy because it's to certain people it's so-called breaking the internet right now because this man literally turned us down a day ago, and it's like we desperate, we up the ante, and it's like we couldn't take no for an answer, and so now whatever we going to get with this guy, whether it's for the good or the bad, we chose it, he get, so let's see, how it turns out. What I will say is, just, first opinions and, to the news. And I'm not sure it would have mattered who it was, but I think the fact that this guy is, up there in the NFL circles and what they were talking as far as him being some type of offensive guru or, some type of offensive mind, and this is just like the coaching carousel. That's just usually what happens. Them guys get hot for a year and get a head coaching job, probably be fired within the next 2 years. That just kind of seem like that's how it goes. But, for this guy, we'll see, what the ultimate outcome is going to be with him. But, but my honest feelings is, I just think he got a lot of pressure on him. You know, he got a lot of pressure on him, and to be honest, you know, I mean, I don't know his personal situation, you know, so I can't say, but it probably would have been a safer move to, you know, to just stay in Tampa. You know, they valued you, so you know they probably weren't gonna get rid of you, or you know they were probably gonna give you some type of leash, which at this point here, I mean, maybe Shad will. You know, we've seen him to be, you know, pretty loyal, but I mean, as bad as it's been going, you don't even have no real good times in recent, you know, in recent memory to be able to hold you over, you know. And it's like you playing Russian roulette, or you know, you gambling or rolling dice, you know, with Trevor Lawrence, you know, as your quarterback, you know. It's like it's literally like you being stuck with the same task that Doug Peterson was hired for, and he won a Super Bowl already. You ain't never even been a head coach before, in my knowledge that I know of. You know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I stand corrected. I'll be, you know, but in my knowledge, I don't think you've ever been a head coach, you know, on the NFL level, let alone already done it and been to the highest level with it. And you know, in my opinion, if I'm gonna sum it all up, Trevor got out. He got Mike Caldwell fired, Doug Peterson fired, Urban Meyer fired, and I don't know. The list goes on. I'm pretty sure there's other names that may not be as big, but I just, you know, it's crazy because I can't find the enthusiasm in me about having this new coach. You know, I don't have anything negative to say about the guy. I don't know him, so maybe he is what we're looking for. You know, if he is, that'll be perfect. But you know, in my mind, reality is setting in that, you know, this team is gone. It seems this way, and just off the little bit of like I watched a little bit of film or whatever that was. I saw where they were showing some of his plays and some of his schemes. It looks like he gonna be letting Trevor do a lot of throwing, and you know, I don't know. They talk good about his run game. I'm hoping that, you know, he emphasizes that a lot more than throwing, but we shall see. Yeah, this just it's wild, man. I want to touch on, you know, like I said, I'm gonna be bouncing around a little bit because I'm just trying to just say whatever comes to mind right now. I just felt like I couldn't hold out on speaking about the team a little bit. Um, yeah, with Doug, man, I like Doug, man. I thought he was cool, man, and you know I hated for him because I honestly thought that he had found a recipe for Trevor, you know, to get him right, and you know, to get us to be able to be more consistent and do better, but obviously not, you know. And if he did, he didn't emphasize it or utilize it enough for it to work. So So yeah, that goodbye to Doug. You did give us one good year. And honestly, I look back at that year and just thank God for that year. It was just one of them years where I think he just had his favor on us. Because if we're being honest, man, we really had no. To be honest, Doug, your whole tenure, you really shouldn't have had any playoff victories because we shouldn't even made it. Excuse me. Um, we shouldn't even been in a position to even get there. Everything had to be perfect down the stretch, and it was. And the defense and Mike Caldwell deserve a lot of credit for that playoff run because they saved us on so many occasions. And that Cowboys game is one in particular because I was there. I witnessed, Rayshawn Jenkins pick that ball off and take it all the way. That way we didn't have to depend on Trevor to get us, no yards at that point. That was a crazy game, but just, I don't know, man, just in general, I think this is, I want to say it's a turning point for the better, but I can't even say that. I just feel like this is a major moment. It's just a crossroad moment. Maybe for our franchise completely, not even just for the short term. This move, it could propel us, or you never know, it could set us back. I just know a lot of it is going to depend on the quarterback play that we get. I will say one thing. I'm happy and thankful. I thank God that we got Brian Thomas. That's that boy nice. And to be honest, I think it's good we have him because I feel like he's the one part right now of our team that the fan base has no division over. Like everybody, agree, that's him. That, that boy, he got something. So it's good that we got something that we agree on, with him. And I feel like the fact that he's accepted throughout the whole fan base, I feel like he also gonna put a little pressure on not the coach, but more so Trevor this year, because if we're gonna have issues with Trevor getting him the ball, it's gonna be noticed. And I don't know what the coach or anybody gonna do about it, but if it's obvious that Trevor's the reason that Brian Thomas can't flourish, I don't know, man. We're gonna have some serious discussions. I don't know if this coach is gonna have play in the GM search or what the draft is gonna look like. Who knows what the defense gonna look like? Oh Lord, but we need it. We need the defense so bad. Dealing with Trevor, we need a awesome 2016 Jaguar defense. And we just need Trevor to drive the damn bus. Just, man, please, just, I don't know, man. This year, it's just going to be, we'll see, but I feel like we need to get some consistency going for one in something, something that we excelling in, and something that we can be consistent about, whether that's the defense or the offense. And I gotta pose a question of how people gonna feel or react if we get all the way through this, the training camps and the preseasons and all the, different, excuse me, all the different, just all the different stuff that we got to go through that's not necessarily, the things that count, really, I guess all the prelude, the stuff that it's important, it's good to see, but man, we just need to see what the result is going to be week one. But I'm just anxious to see how this fan base is going to react, or what's going to be the narrative if, we get to week one and we still can't move the football, or we still having offensive struggles and, having the same obvious issues we've been having the past 4 to 5 years or however long it's been. If we still playing professional football games and we're in the third quarter and we got 45 yards of offense, we got a quarterback who completing 40% of his passes, then threw interceptions, lost fumble, if we, and the only reason I'm even speaking on this is because we've actually had to witness this crap for the past X amount of years, and I just wonder, what the narrative is going to be, or how those things are going to be perceived. I don't know. And I have to throw that out there because it's a possibility. It'll be naive of me now if I don't consider that this could be a possibility. Now, part of me is going to be happy just like everybody else. And I'm going to do that right this second. I'm just going to breathe it in, just take because that's really, in a sense, what this is supposed to be, just a breath of fresh air, just something new, and let's see what we can get with it and where we can go with it. But I also have to keep in mind that, Doug Peterson was supposed to be the same thing. And in 3 years, he gone. New defensive coordinator we got this year. It's not looking promising, So, I just have to be honest with myself and, just have real talk. We gotta address the elephant in the room, and I know what it is, because it's being said right in front of our faces everywhere you, it don't matter where you turn, like now this dude, he ain't even been here, he ain't even got technically even introduced yet, and the narrative is already, it's for Trevor, we need him for Trevor, or we need this, and like, man, that sucks. I don't know, man, but if that's what he needs, then okay, so be it. I don't know who will be the one to decide that, or who has the ultimate foresight to even know that, because if everybody hit the rewind button on all the different media outlets and just you name it, just go back a couple years ago, I'm positive. I haven't even seen them all, but I know for a fact everybody was excited about Doug Peterson when we hired him. We got rid of Urban. Everybody was happy about firing Urban. But if you notice, a lot of people ain't really just going at Doug like it's all Doug's fault. They spreading the blame out. That's how you know nobody really knows for sure who did it or where to point the finger at. You know, Trent Baalke getting a lot of blame. Doug Peterson getting a lot of blame. Well, not a lot, but Press Taylor more so even probably than Doug. Baalke. You know, people say Shad Khan ain't, he ain't nothing. He, having his issues. Who else got some blame this year? Nielsen, maybe a little bit, just. And the good thing is, even the person, who I feel like deserves the majority of it, he was getting some. That was a good sign. Even though, like I said, as a fan base, we still split, To some people, he can do no wrong, and there is no wrong in nothing he does, So, if he come out here with the new coach, Cohen, and he come out here throwing picks and overthrowing people and fumbling and doing this crazy spin he doing in the pocket, getting sacked, and if he do all this crap, I mean, to them, it's gonna be your fault, Cohen. It's your fault. So, like I said, I'm a little worried, a little concerned, for him, but I don't know what he's made of. Maybe he got the answer that a Super Bowl winning coach didn't have, Maybe he know how to take exactly what we got now and make it into something. Or maybe whoever this draft pick is going to be, which, Lord knows, how that's going to turn out now. At least what I was comfortable with, is in the fact what Trent was, more than likely, we all knew what Trent was finna do. He was finna take the best offer he can for pick number 5. He was gonna trade back and still land us a stud in the first round. That's what he was gonna do. Track record pretty proven on that. And I done seen him do it over and over again. Or even trade back in the first round. Come back and get a Devin Lloyd and Trayvon Walker in the same draft, or get a, he was gonna do some things and he was gonna do some maneuvering. The man literally traded back 7-8 picks last draft, picked up a couple fourths and thirds and different stuff like that, and still drafted Brian Thomas. And you see how people feel about Thomas now. Now, what I will say about Trent is after the first round, I don't know what the hell was going on with him. I don't know if he started trying to incorporate with the coaches, or if he, after the first round, maybe he switched it up and said, I'm drafting strictly for potential after the first round. I don't really care what, but he did a lot of reaching after the first round. So, excuse me. But I don't know. This is crazy. We getting a new head coach. It's breaking news, and it was crazy that things aligned to where I was actually even able to kind of catch the news and start trying to process it a little bit. Um, I don't like, necessarily how we went about it. It make us look pretty desperate, but I guess we are desperate. I'm literally kind of happy that we didn't get the Ben Johnson person, because I feel like the whole fan base was just drooling over this guy, and you know, I don't really see the point in doing any of that, man. Like, what makes this guy better than somebody who done won the Super Bowl? Like, we gotta realize who we just fired. We just fired somebody who beat Belichick in the Super Bowl. He beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. He went through the NFC playoffs with a backup, which lets me know, like, that 1 year, man, we let Trevor screw us so bad, man. Oh my God, we had the first seed in the playoffs. We were doing so good, man. And it always happens, man. He always, as we can see, even in the next year, oh yeah, we're gonna, even had Shad Khan looking ridiculous. Probably why everybody done got fired now, because he probably looked back and said, damn, I said this was the best team we ever had. And we right back picking in the top 5. He was like, man, everybody got to go. Screw this. Everybody got to go. And I don't blame him, man. I feel like it was probably the right thing to do, man. Just clean house, man. And it's, at this point, seemed like you just had a bunch of know-it-alls around anyway. So, but even with this new dude, I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like we're following the same trend. We just finna talk up this dude, and oh yeah, let's get happy, and we're gonna do it, and yada yada, and all this nonsense until week 1 we come out there and we down 17-0, and Trevor got 2 picks and a fumble, and we got 50 yards of offense in the 4th quarter. And the game almost over. Just like, man, just nonsense, I mean, how many times this year did we lose 48 to 45 or 38 to 37, or, and the defense let us down, but Trevor was striking every drive. He throwing touchdowns and scrambling for extra yards, and people trying to rip the ball out, and he being tough, and he holding on to it and not letting them, and just tugging the team and just carrying the team on his back. How often did we see that? Never. None. We ain't see it. And we paid him, we paid him more than everybody. And you know what I'm saying? We got a few people making some money on the team that, they play is questionable. But at least it ain't at that position and with that magnitude of your mistakes damaging us, Josh Allen, yeah, he didn't have a better year than Trayvon this year, which I'm actually kind of happy about, because I want Trayvon to get better and better and, prove why Bulky got him, But, I was happy that Josh Allen didn't fall off a cliff. That's all I was asking, man. Don't get paid and just go from 20 sacks to 2. Be consistent. You should be a double-digit sack guy. And I don't know exactly how many he got, but I'm sure he was at least around 10 or, around that area. So, decent, and just keep doing that. At least do that if we paid you, Just don't fall off a cliff. But yeah, we're gonna need it from our quarterback this year, man. And we've really been needing it the past 4 or 5 years, man. But I can't wait till we get to a point to where the fan base is through with the excuses and through with the nonsense and through with the babying and kissing his ass and just to be honest, I feel like that would have been the best thing for us to do. Maybe we needed to, like the Jets. I think they got it right. We probably should have hired us somebody who's gonna be a little more stiff or disciplinarian. We got Trevor on here making interviews talking about he want an offensive. Man, who gives a shit what you want? You ain't winning us no games. You making us look bad. You got us in the top 5 picking again. We tired of this crap, man. To be honest, man, we're not supposed to be picking anywhere before 25, 26. That means we damn near in the Super Bowl mix. That's where it's supposed to be. And we've been seeing rookie quarterbacks do it. CJ Stroud is literally, and you know what's crazy? I hate that Tennessee literally got the first pick, man. I did want to beat them this year, so I'm not even gonna say I'm mad about that because it's always good. I don't really feel like it's ever a bad time to beat them. So it is what it is. But literally, I feel like Tennessee probably gonna pick Cam Ward or Shador. It really don't matter. But literally, I feel like once they do that, we literally gonna have the worst quarterback in the division probably. It might be a toss-up between him and Richardson, but I feel like Richardson, he didn't been doing it less than Trevor. So, I mean, maybe Richardson is worse, but I'm sure if you put their stats together, Trevor's ain't that much better, especially if you take his first 2 years. I'm sure it's not that much better if it is, but it's just sad, man. I just feel like we finna have the worst quarterback in the division. We're gonna have to deal with getting our ass kicked by CJ Stroud and Cam Ward and just it didn't matter. Caleb Williams beat us. It's to a point, man, where I think as a fan base, man, I don't think anybody should give a damn about this head coaching news. If we really honest about it, whether it's Liam Cohen or it didn't matter who it was, man. You name a guy, man. Take your local high school coach and put him on the Jaguars, and it don't matter, man. If that's what we're gonna be getting, it's bad quarterback play, and and really, I feel like we gutting everything, and we gutting everything with somebody who's inconsistent at the spot that we need the most consistency. I honestly feel like what we doing right now, we only really should do that if we had a CJ Stroud in place. Right now, the Houston Texans, they could fire everybody right now. As long as they got CJ Stroud, they can rebuild it over right now and probably still be a playoff team the same year. They literally could take the whole team, gut it, put new players in there, and still make the playoffs probably. We can't say the same, man. I've literally, and it's crazy because I really almost want to shout this dude out, but I can't, man. But I heard another YouTuber, man, and he made some good valid points, and I'm not even gonna say I can't, but I don't really want to touch on that right now. I ain't even got my stuff set up all the way how I want to do things, so I don't want to get too deep off into that. But he did bring up some things that I kind of agree with, and I've kind of wanted to say a few times, and what I guess what I'll say right now on my stream, just to keep it light, I'm just gonna sneak this in here, so it ain't nothing too crazy, man. I just hope as a fan base we don't get to a point to where where we let race keep us from, succeeding and winning, winning the ultimate thing. I'm just gonna throw that in there, and I won't touch on it right now, but this dude, he even has some other good points, man, that I kind of agree with, man. And it's time that, I think maybe this upcoming year, it's still the off season right now. So, I don't have to, I can kind of take my time and sparingly throw these videos in there, but I want to make sure I, keep something to keep y'all interactive. This is my off season, so I'm gonna relax and, just like everybody else, and not let the Jaguars be, too much of a distraction in my life right now. But but I do just want to get, just some of the small things, and it's a lot of things I probably ain't even gonna think of right now that, I think about later. But it's just, just something to be interactive. What I think I'll do is I'll probably try to come back a few times throughout this week and, clarify things I may have missed in this stream. I'll go back and listen to this one later myself, and just, analyze it, make sure I get out the things that need to be said. But I know that's some of it, man. And just us as fans, man, I guess, I guess a lot of us, if you like me, you probably already kind of starting to listen to the mocks and, just, I guess, get an idea of what we're going to head for the future and what we're going to do. But I ain't gonna lie, man. And it's crazy because I almost got to go back a little bit, man, just to this dude I was listening to, man. And it was just crazy, man, how much he was pretty much speaking on the same thing that I be speaking on, in a sense. It's like, we in a situation where I almost feel like we being held back, by our quarterback, and it's kind of sad, man. It sucks that's kind of our reality. We have to ask ourselves, man, why did we just fire a Super Bowl winning coach? I just seen a graphic. I don't know if it was ESPN or CBS or one of those outlets, man. Somebody just showed that we had only six coaches in the whole league had won a Super Bowl, and we had one of them. We just fired them for what? Like, I don't get it, man. And now we finna bring all this stuff in here, but we won't budge. I don't know, but maybe this will be the year, man. Because like I say, man, you let him start overthrowing Brian Thomas too much this year, and I feel like even the same people who've been making all these excuses, they're gonna have enough. Say, man, I done had enough of this shit. I'm not taking it no more. And when they stop showing up in them wigs and stop buying them tickets and start pounding on the desk, But like I said, that just make me happy that we got him, and if I'm telling you, man, we have some issues like that, and I don't know, man. It's hard for me to even be excited about it. We got a new head coach, but I'm not naive and dumb as to think that our coach was our problem this year. We might have had a few issues with him, but to be honest, that wasn't our issue, man. Our season, in a nutshell, man, can be defined, I would probably say, in that Philly game, man. Just how even when Philly had gave us a game, like I made that term up, man, they jagged the game right to us, gave us the game just for our quarterback to give it right back to him. And that just summed up the season, man. And I don't know, man. The rest of it, I'm assuming we probably lost a couple of those games down the stretch on purpose. I can't say that, but I know guys definitely weren't, as locked in or into the game, like maybe when the season first started. So I don't know, man. I just feel like we in a bad. I'm not even gonna say a bad spot, but we still in a spot, man, where we still really in a lot of unknown territory. I guess what we can say is it's a new opportunity in the sense that since you fired the coach and the GM, it's gonna be a brand new outlook on, scheme, personnel, the way we draft. It's just gonna be a whole lot of new and a lot of change. But the part where, like I say, where we need consistency, we have inconsistency in place right now. So regardless of the changes, I feel like it's just gonna be almost like just or like it's just gonna be a facade. Like literally, I feel like honestly, like we might have a few more, big news things that come out of this off season, and you know, maybe some big free agent signings, or a really good draft, or it's gonna be other things that happen maybe to get us excited. But ultimately, what I've watched over these past couple years now, there's no reason, regardless of the amount of excitement that we get, there's no reason to have real optimism that it's going to accumulate to anything on the field. I mean, we were really optimistic about getting Calvin Ridley. We thought we got us a number one receiver. We got Ridley, we got Kurt, we got this, we got that, we got Ingram, we got a Super Bowl coach. Oh yeah, this year we got a new defensive coordinator. He gonna be aggressive. We gonna da da da. The best team ever. But all we get is Daniel Jones numbers. But guess what? The Giants, they turned the corner. They said, man, screw this. We getting rid of him. And now they in good prime position to get them a new quarterback. And it's crazy because literally the past couple years, and it's recent, like it's fresh on everybody's mind. Everybody has watched teams that were at the bottom in the cellar draft quarterbacks, and now they in good position. Literally the same year they draft the quarterback which is what we wanted 4 to 5 fucking years ago. Number one overall, Trevor Lawrence. One playoff win, one playoff appearance. Man, thank God we won that game. The defense, I mean, they almost deserve a ring just for that game. Making sure we could come back in that. 4 picks and just. Well, like I say, man, everybody has watched, these rookies come in, man, and take this league over. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would I would be happy if whoever this new GM and coach is, if Cohen, I would be happy. See, now I'm almost positive that they hired Cohen on the premises that he gotta be able to work with Trevor and get Trevor right. So his hands are probably tied with that. But it wouldn't hurt if whoever, this new GM is, and if Cohen didn't have to agree to that, it'd be nice if they come in and say, you know what, we'll keep Trevor this year, we'll try it, but if it's not working, no guarantees. Or no guarantees from the get-go would be the best thing. And say, hey man, we might still draft Cam Ward or Shador right now. If they fall to 5, we might draft them right now. Might trade up. We got some extra assets. We might trade up and make sure we get them. I don't know. It's crazy because we're in a position where I would like to give a lot of insight, and this is what we need to do, and just pick this player and it's all gonna be good. And I could give a lot of those scenarios or thoughts, but I'm gonna save it right now because all I want the fan base to really ponder on is how committed are we. Obviously we are. We didn't pay it, but how committed are we, to riding this out? We got a new stadium on the way. I mean, you can't expect to fill them seats, man. If this person, I don't know if your team's gonna suck, but maybe you can. Maybe this just would be like, I don't know. This just would be the place for every other fan base to just come flood the stadium. Just a nice environment for every other fan base to come kick your ass every week. I don't know. Maybe they'll, I mean, it tends to happen a lot anyway lately. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, how can you expect people to want to spend their hard-earned money on that, So it's kind of tough right now anyway. So I don't know. I just I wish I had this one more structured on it, because it's I am kind of dragging it out, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, but it's like I can't really speak. It's like almost anything else that I want to bring up. It's just small talk compared to what's really gonna count for this year. Unless, and maybe I need to do a little bit of research too about this dude's run game, and if he's actually gonna use it. Maybe, like I said, I'm all about trying to be positive. That was pretty much what I did all of my rookie year on this YouTube stuff. And speaking about the team, I was doing a lot of positive. And every week I'm seeing fumbles and picks and defensive lapses, and I'm like, damn, man, Mike Caldwell had us looking good on D, And the offense been sucking for years. The offense I can't remember the last time the offense was really, really clicking. I mean, every week. I mean, we had a few little spurts, but nothing out of the ordinary. We can't say we was putting up 35 points every week for 10 weeks straight. We ain't got nothing like that to say. So, I don't know, but overall, man, I don't know. I guess it's good. We got a new guy. So we won't have to just drag it out and not have a guy. And obviously they wanted him, so they got their guy in a sense. Even if they didn't with Ben Johnson, but I'm glad we didn't, because honestly, I would have rather have Aaron Glenn. We need a disciplinarian. we need somebody gonna get on Trevor ass. Like, let him know, like, hey, you keep screwing up, I'm gonna sit you down or whatever. Like, we need somebody gonna be tough on him, not this soft stuff. And as a fan base, I hope that people realize the more you make excuses for him and the more you baby him, the worse he seems to do. So, I think tough love is gonna be good for him. So hopefully this guy has got some toughness in him and not trying to be his friend and be cool with him. 'Cause it's gonna get you fired too, buddy. And I'm not gonna lie, man. If we fire this coach and we still keep our quarterback, I'm just gonna accept that, man. I can't even say the management because the only one left would be the owner. So I guess we would just have some idiot owners, I guess. So I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and shut this one off, man, and I'm gonna leave it there for a second. We got a new head coach, Liam Cohen, or I think I'm saying that right, and just like the screen showing, I guess welcome to Duval. Hopefully you got some understanding of what you're coming into and what we expecting. We need some winning around here, man. We need you to be all that these people talking you up to be. I mean, obviously, honestly, I think, you had a decent situation in Tampa. It wasn't terrible. So, but they made it seem like Ryan Nielsen was just so great. And, now you here and, we'll see. We'll see how that fares out with him. Maybe he can, yeah, we're going to need him to definitely get his stuff together too if he's still on the staff, so got a lot of things to work on, a lot of things to talk about. I'm gonna try to since we having a lot of news right now, I am gonna try to get back with y'all maybe tomorrow or um maybe another day. I just felt like the timing was right to actually get back on here a little bit, man. I was happy, when it closed, and I told myself I was supposed to make like a season conclusion video, which I really didn't get I didn't get a chance to the way I wanted to. So this I guess kind of is that, but it's already turning a new corner, and I really didn't even get to speak totally on the all the changes since then. So got to play catch up a little bit. So I'll probably jump back on tomorrow and just after maybe tomorrow or the next day or soon. I'm gonna try to get back on here soon. I don't even want to make no real promises, but try to get back on here soon and give some clarity to this one. This is just kind of just to touch on what just occurred and what just happened. We got new things shaking in Duval. New coach, GM gone, so we definitely gonna have a lot to talk about over these next few weeks, months, however long this stretches out. But it's just good to get back with y'all. I'm back on the the Jags cast. Still growing things. Like I said, I don't know how y'all gonna like the little music. I'm just trying that out. Trying out the little different effects and little different stuff that I got to play with. Eventually, gonna be a lot of changes, just like everything else. Even like with the team, gotta get some things in order. But finna get ready to shut it down. I appreciate the ones that's tuning in. I notice y'all. I see y'all listening, and you know, um, I don't know how y'all feel or if you agree with the sentiments and different things. Eventually, what I'm saying, I don't know how I want to do it, but I guess feel free, or people gonna probably do that anyway, say what they want to say. But we'll I'm gonna try to at some point get it to where it's a little more interactive, and I think what I want to do as I shut this one down, I'm not 100% on how I want to do it, when at what point in the stream I want to do it, but I think I want to get it to where I can answer some questions and be interactive with some of the people that's tuning in, so I can speak on some of the things that maybe you thinking of, or some of the questions or concerns you may have about the team. I can touch on them and give you my opinion on it, and we'll go from there. But yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in. We're gonna wrap this one up. Like I say, man, you can check out some of the older videos or whatever, what I would do, just keep tuning in. That's what I would do. But and I might even do this myself, just go back and just, because it's probably easier to do now looking in retrospect, just to get more clarity. But what I think everybody should do, and this was gonna make my channel stand out, or make me better than all them, guys that's giving you that nonsense and that, stuff y'all don't really want to hear. Y'all want to hear what's really going on. So what I think you should do now is, as we all sit back and take in this news about a new head coach, I think we should go back and watch this season, watch all the old replays and highlights from the different games, the game recaps and stuff. Go watch that stuff so we can get a better idea and understanding of where we need to grow, or what we need to fix, what we need to address. And I'll figure out too how I want to incorporate being more interactive to deliver some better content. Like I say, this my rookie off season, so I'm finna do some fine tuning, try to get some just get better things in order. Just get better. That's pretty much the same thing them rookies would say if they was getting interviewed by anybody. Yeah, I'm just working, getting better. That's what I'm doing. So I'll holler at y'all next time. Get with me. Jazzcast. Duval.